The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I shut them down, shut them down, shut them down, I 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 shut them down. I testified, my mama cried, black people died when the other man lied. See the TV, listen to me, double trouble. I overhaul and I'm coming from the lower level. I'm taking tabs, show enough stuff to grab like shirts and it hurts. With a neck direct to the pole, cause our soul took the toll from the education of a TV station. But look around, here goes the sound of the record ball, boom and pound. When I shut them down, I shut them down, shut them down, shut them down, I 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 shut them down, I shut them down, shut them down, I shut them down, shut them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I use in a battle for the mind, hit it hard like it's supposed, pulling up blows to the nose like Uncle L said I'm ripping.
Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals alike, welcome to your 44th edition of Mayhem. This is D-Wall again here with you on commentary, and what a night we have for you after the huge success of our last event. We thank you for joining us. We thank you all for all the support with SRW's return. It's been a very, very successful one, that's for sure. And we have a big night planned for you here tonight, and we're kicking it off. Unfortunately, and this is, the sad part about it, Jeb is not here. Well, at least he's not in the commentary booth. Otherwise, he probably would be commentating this entire show, but Persephone thought that would be a liability risk, so you got me, at least for now. Lucky Chloe making her way out to the ring for this first opening contest against Blaze Fielding. And the landscape in Scarlet Row Wrestling has indeed changed in the last few months. Since the return was announced, we have brand new champions across the board, or at least a good chunk of new champions across the board. The Genki Girls are the SRW Tag Team Champions, even though I will have some news on that coming up. We have a new SRW Mayhem champion The same champion, Rhea Grimry, is still a champion, but she is now the Mayhem champion. The Queen of the Deathmatch title was renamed, rechristened, if you will. We have a new Queen of the Deathmatch, a super ethical reality champion in Lucy Scarlet, who won that Genki Bowl Rumble to get that opportunity to win that championship. And obviously we have a new leather and lace champion, Joanna Dark, finally becoming an SRW champion. After chasing it for so long, she is now the leather and lace champion and the new SRW World Champion, the original Saint Lynn. So the landscape has changed. And now everyone here in SRW is looking for a shot. Including these two as we get kicked off. With SRW as now Blaze going right after Lucky Chloe. Again, these two women are looking to get an opportunity at a championship. Doesn't really matter which one they go after. But you know, everyone is looking to kind of notch their gun, if you will. Now that Persephone, and you've heard from Friday at the beginning of the show, there's some new changes going on here in SRW. Especially considering that, you know, also Carmen Cortez is really taking this seriously. I mean, you can say a lot about Carmen. You can say how she doesn't take a lot of things seriously, especially with her online antics. But when it comes to this company, she takes it more seriously than I think anything else. She really wants this place to succeed. And considering that the changes that she's made in the background with this company over the last couple of weeks, it has certainly proven favorable, if you will. As now Blaze just stomping out Lucky Chloe, but missing that moonsault. Oh, kick to the face by Blaze. And now more kicks. It's Blaze's specialty. And now Blaze again in control. And Blaze has been in control for a good chunk of this match so far. As now Blaze, another kick. The cover. That might do it. There's two and no. Lucky Chloe also competes in the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. Has been her main home for a number of years now. But Lucky Chloe, obviously Jeb got her this job. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. Everybody in the back knows it. The reason why she's here is because of Jeb. Jeb fought very hard for Lucky Chloe. Oh! He fought to get a sponsorship for his trucking and car rental place, but I don't think Persephone really wanted that as much as she claimed that she did. So, especially considering that when we originally announced SRW's return, it was Jeb who did the return ad at his place, and that wasn't really the best decision, because then it didn't happen for another 6 months. So, I mean, there you go. Is that Lucky Chloe finally getting some offense after being just dominated the last 5 minutes, if that. But why does I say that? Blaze comes back with a kick. And now Lucky Chloe over the top with crossbody, excuse me. Cover. 1, 2, nope. And now again, Lucky Chloe trying her best to get more involved. Again, like I said, both women are looking for an opportunity to win championship gold here in SRW. There's a moonsault by Blaze. And the cover. 2. Only a 2. And you have to wonder, the winner of this match, what championship will they try to go after? Will they try to go after Joanna Dark in the leather and lace title? Will they try to go after Rias and the Mayhem title? Or will they aim big and try to go for the SRW World title? Anything is possible. Persephone and Friday are looking very closely at everything going on. There's a head scissors DDT, but that took everything out of Chloe. But it may be enough for the victory. 2, no. And Chloe has got to stay on Blaze right now while she has her at a vulnerable position. As you see right here, Blaze countering with a neck breaker. And, went for the kick, but Lucky Chloe ducked under. And that probably saved her. Well, it definitely saved her. And now Jeb's favorite move. We're not going to get into the how and why at this point. There's a jawbreaker. And now Chloe going up top. What's she thinking? Went for the guillotine leg drop and nobody there. And Blaze is going to try and take advantage of that. But gets kicked in the face for her efforts. Cover. 1, 2, no. This has been a great opening matchup to kick off Mayhem. And our main event tonight is a big one, folks. Tasha Barnett making her debut here in SRW against another woman making her SRW debut in Amber Stevens, which is insane for me to say. That's a corkscrew moonsault. And Lucky Chloe might have it here. 1, 2, no. But yes, that is our main event tonight. Is Lucky Chloe looking to finish off Blaze? No. Blaze caught the kick. And Blaze in the corner. And now Blaze with the Pele. Cover. 1, 2, no. At 2.5, Lucky Chloe kicks out. And I thought that was it right there. I thought she had her after the kick right to the face, but it was not to be. And Blaze again going for another cover after just pummeling Lucky Chloe. And again, Chloe kicks out at 2, trying to make sure Jeb is happy tonight. She does not want to go back to Jeb with a loss. But it is not looking good right now for Lucky Chloe, that's for sure. Because now Blaze is pissed off. She is very angry. And now she's going to make Lucky Chloe pay. Oh, kick to the face. Irish whip. Chloe with a Samoan drop. And she's not even Samoan. Not by a long shot. Neck whip. I don't see Lucky Chloe yeeting anywhere, but we don't talk about her outside work. That's neither here nor there right now. As now Chloe giving Blaze a taste of her own medicine from earlier. And another neck whip. That might be a good combination to get a pinfall too. No. And now Chloe backing up and went for the drop kick. Nobody home. Blaze in the corner. And, she's going to go for this kick again. Yes, she is. Another one. And that might do it right there. You don't kick out of 2. 1, 2. Oh, and she didn't kick out. She got her hand on the rope. And that might have been the only thing that saved that. No, not even might. That is the only thing that saved her. She was not going to kick out of that. And now clothesline. Another one. And now through the ropes. Kick to the face. Lucky Chloe on fire right now. Crossbody with the pin. Cover. 2. And at 2.5 again. Again, an excellent way to kick off Mayhem, that's for sure. Is now Chloe up top. And the corkscrew moonsault this time. And nobody home. And ripcord lariat. And Chloe is on the outside now. But Blaze is not done. Up top. And the forearm. From the ring to the floor. Right in front of the Steelport announce team. That looks just like the Spanish announce team. That looks just like the French announce team. That looks just like the... Anyway, we're not going to be talking about semantics right now. We put the Steelport announce team down there because they're just like Steelport, bland and lifeless, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And Blaze might get counted out here, but no, Chloe doesn't want that. She wants to beat Blaze in the middle of the ring. She wants a definitive win because she wants, like I said, just like everybody else, she wants to earn a title opportunity. And you don't earn title opportunities by getting countouts. Counts up to 5 now. And the face buster on the floor. Counts up to 7. Blaze has got to get back in the ring. And she does at 8. But now Lucky Chloe's going to take advantage of that. And now Chloe with the Jebediah special. We're not going to get into semantics on why. But she lets the hold go. And a moonsault. That might do it. 1, 2. Got her. Stretched her out with a Jebediah special and then hit the moonsault. And that was it. There's the moonsault. And that was it. And Lucky Chloe gets the win. Lucky Chloe making it clear she's coming for the gold here in SRW.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We are now ready for takeoff. We appreciate you choosing the wingsuit for your travel needs today. On this flight, we'll reach a cruising altitude of anywhere from 5 to 100 feet over Santo Alessa and enjoy the city's sunny desert vistas. As a reminder, we offer many convenient points of departure, And our Wingsuit Challenge Frequent Flyer Club rewards you for every mile. In case of emergency, the person below you can be used for landing or as a flotation device. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. You'll arrive at your destination shortly. The Saints are not responsible for injury, death, or dismemberment as a result of launching oneself off of buildings, cliffs, or other very tall objects.
Life in Santo Alesso can be dangerous. A serious accident can happen anytime, anywhere. At Shady Oaks Medical Clinic, we're here to help. No matter what kind of coverage you have, you won't pay a lot for our care. Our prices are so low, they'll knock you off your feet. That's because we make insurance companies pay your bills 100% in full, no deductibles, no copays, even if you don't have insurance. With Shady Oaks, you're covered. We don't even need to know your real name. In fact, it's probably better that we don't. And while you rest and recuperate, we handle the paperwork. So all you need to do is get better. At Shady Oaks.
Lynn making it clear she's ready for any and all challengers, and that challenge could come in the form of one of the two women in our main event that I mentioned earlier, Tasha Barnett and Amber Stevens. For the first time ever, that's going to be a hard-hitting match. Amber wanting to prove herself after losing at Gateway to Heaven. Her first match back after that loss is here in SRW. Of course, she's got a big challenge coming up on DCA Wildcats as well. A last chance title opportunity for either herself or Ayumi Otanashi. But Persephone gave Amber Stevens the opportunity here in SRW. And honestly, you know my feelings about Amber. You know my feelings about the journey she's been on. But Persephone's the one that makes the calls here in SRW, and if she felt like she wanted Amber on the show, then she'll get Amber on the show. And Tasha Barnett is a great person to have as our opponent, someone who's just as hard-hitting and someone who's just as determined to prove herself as anybody else. Tasha's not been around very much, but if she's going to be here in SRW for the long haul, hey, I understand it. But speaking of understanding things, here is Leon Kennedy's worst nightmare, Femme Fatality, Claire Redfield and Ada Wong. Ada Wong, obviously Leon Kennedy's girlfriend, and Claire Redfield is Leon Kennedy's second girlfriend. Or in many circles, let's put it this way, Leon Kennedy has Ada Wong as his girlfriend, and Ada Wong has Claire Redfield as her girlfriend and his girlfriend. So it's very complicated, folks. We're not going to get into the semantics right now because we'd get kicked off of YouTube. And their opponents tonight are a team that's been well established here in SRW for a while now. Milk and Mint with Spring Tiger in the middle, except Spring Tiger doesn't have her mask on right now. But they are here tonight as we have news about the SRW Tag Team titles. And I have this note here specifically from Professor Genki himself. Professor Genki, of course, kicked me off of commentary for the Genki Bowl, and I don't understand why, but he gave me this note here that says the following. Ladies and gentlemen of the SRW faithful, as you saw at Enter the Dominatrix, my girls won the SRW tag team titles finally. Took you long enough. However, as you also saw, Sad Panda was not in the building for that show. As it turns out, a very personal matter has come up regarding Sad Panda that made Sad Panda even sadder, and the Genki girls have to attend to their fallen friend, and by fallen we mean crying in the corner very much, which I don't like. So, in their absence, I am ordering SRW to crown interim SRW tag team champions until my champions are able to return to the ring. In which case, a unification match will take place for both championships to crown undisputed champions, which will be my girls. I guarantee it. Thank you for your time. Signed, Professor Genki. P.S. D-Wall, I apologize for kicking you off of commentary. That was not my intention. You are a very great commentator, but don't threaten my girls again. So there you go. First off, I don't even know what I threatened his girls with, but I'm not going to question Professor Genki. I want to live, all right? And I don't want to be on his game show, because again, I want to live. But as you heard right there, Professor Genki is basically demanding that we crown interim SRW Tag Team Champions, and that is exactly what will take place at SRW Money Shot, because we all want to live. Because we do not want to get on the bad side of the kitty. All right? We do not want that. We do not want a psychotic, green-eyed kitty coming after us. That's not good. We don't want a psychotic, green-eyed, pink kitty coming after us. So one of these two teams could be next in line to be the interim SRW Tag Team Champions. And you know for a fact that both of these teams who have been in SRW for a while, of course Milk and Mint have been in here much longer. And now Mint getting tagged in with a big rocket launcher. Cover. Only one count. But yes, Milk and Mint have been here for a while in SRW. Femme Fatality, just a little bit less time as Milk and Mint, but they've been here just as long. And both teams want to be in the conversation. But now that Professor Genki has pretty much decreed that we will have interim champions because, you know, again, we don't want to get on his bad side. We'll see how that leads, where that leads, as you see Claire Redfield getting tossed around by Milk. And again, both these teams want to be in that conversation. And you have to wonder how Persephone is going to handle this, considering, you know, Professor Genki and Persephone have a very interesting relationship. I'll just put it that way. And now Mint with a belly-to-belly suplex. And Milk and Mint in firm control, or they were for a moment, or they still are. And now, big Belly to belly. That's the second one. And Mint tagging into Milk. And Claire with a kick. And now, wait a minute. The small package. 1 count. Sorry, Professor Genki was texting me. He's watching this show. I just want you to know that. He's watching the show right now. He hears things. As now, Ada Wong gets tossed to the apron. And now Milk is going after Claire. Leon is not going to like that too much. And Ada's not liking it either. Drop kick. And now kick. Cover. 1. Nope. And now Mint trying to go after Ada Wong, but nothing doing. Big splash. But Mint breaking up that pinfall. Again, this is a big match for both of these teams because one of them will be in line to potentially become interim champions and face the Genki Girls when they return to SRW. And I'm curious to know what other teams are going to be involved in this potential situation with the titles. Is now Ada with another kick going for the cover. There's 2 and no. Ada Wong gets kicked to the midsection. And what is this? Big senton. And right to the leg. Both of these teams have been very impressive tonight. But when you're trying to compete to potentially be future champions, that means a lot more. It's now Mint. What is she doing? Uh-oh. I don't think Leon's going to like this too much. Drops her on her head. And now Ada Wong going to take advantage, but now gets set back in the ring and then just slaps Claire. Mint is the fiery one of the bunch, that's for sure. Milk is more sweet. Obviously, kicked right in the back. Cover. 1, 2, and Milk had to break it up. Because I don't think Mint was going to break that up herself. And now gets kicked in the chest for her efforts. And then a drop kick to Mint. Ada Wong is not playing around tonight. Femme Fatality want those titles. And now in the corner goes Ada. And now back to the leg. And now another throw by Mint. And Milk gets tagged in. And Ada tried to go to her partner. And there it is. Claire gets the tag. Milk inviting it. And then gets kicked in the face. And now Milk gonna stretch out the head of Claire Redfield. And senton no. Claire just barely able to scooch out of the way. And now trying to get a tag and makes one. And now Ada Wong went for the kick. Gets the double stomp with those heels on too, might I add. And now kicking Milk with those heels on. That's not going to do her any favors. And now, the small package, the most dangerous move in wrestling. 1, 2, no. And now, Milk with the arm drag. But Claire not going to have that. In the corner, Ada Wong gets tagged back in. And a shot to the midsection. And now more kicks by Ada Wong. Just kicking away with the heels on. More, and now Milk gonna give her a taste of her own medicine. And now Mint tag back in. And scoop slam. And the cover. 1. No. I was gonna say, if she got a win off a scoop slam, we would have to attribute that to getting a win off of a Russian leg sweep, which has happened before. I'm serious, it has. And Mint is throwing people around. And that is not taken lightly by Ada Wong, for that's for sure. Now, again with the kicks. She's going to poke somebody's eye out with those heels, I'll tell you that right now. Drop kick. And now going after Milk. Mint not having it. Shoulder tackle. And now Irish whip in the corner. And now Milk gets tagged in. And it looks like they're ready to finish it off. And now there's a kick and Russian leg sweep combination. I said it earlier about the Russian leg sweep. And Claire must have heard me because she broke that up real quick. She did not want Ada Wong to succumb to a Russian leg sweep pin. And now Ada with an arm drag takedown. Irish whip in the corner. Clothesline, snapmare, neck whip. And now the hip attack in the corner. I don't think Leon's going to like that very much. As now Mint getting set in the corner and drop kicked. And a kick to the back of the head. But Milk with a forearm. Like I said, both of these teams are going at it. They want to be interim tag team champions because they know that is their foot in the door becoming the champions. And this has been a hell of a tag team match. And I think this is honestly showing that the SRW tag team division wants to get back on track. Forearm, cover, 2, no. And now, what's this? Irish whip in the corner again. Oh, but Mint fighting back and an uppercut. And now talking some smack to Ada Wong, and Ada's gonna pay for it. DDT on the apron. And now Claire said, now wait a minute, now Spring Tiger is chatting up Claire Redfield as now a small package driver on Ada Wong on the outside. Claire not realizing it. Oh, avoiding the drop kick. Claire, flatliner. And now can she take advantage? It's literally 2-on-1 at this point. Oh my God, what a knee. I don't think she saw that coming, and Milk did though, because she broke that up real quick. Ada Wong is still down on the outside. Like I said, it's literally 2-on-1 right now. Claire Redfield's going to have to do this thing on her own, at least for now. And now getting choked in the corner. And alley-oop, yes. Ada finally back on the apron. But the damage has been done. And now, Tiger Driver. Cover, and oh. Ada Wong kicking her right in the head, and now Milk not wanting any more of that. Mint not wanting any more of that either. And now Mint with Claire up. Oh no, elbow. And now it's back and forth. And now Ada gets tagged. Oh wait, no. There wasn't a tag. My mistake. I thought there was. But I think that's just because Ada Wong just wanted to get in and help her partner who's getting tagged and ragdolled right now. Milk getting tagged back in. And Milk running in the corner. Wait a minute, going after Ada Wong. Ada is getting unnecessary shots to the face right here. And outside the ring. And now Ada Wong again. No, Ada's not going to have any more of that. She is getting beaten down. We need to have Milk and Ada Wong at this point. Because Milk has been obsessed with Ada Wong. And Leon ain't going to like that too much. But that might come back to haunt her because now Claire Redfield's back in the ring. And kicks her right in the face. That might be it. Kicked her right in the mouth. There's 2. No. Milk back up, but how much more does she have left? And now what's this? Femme Fatality going for a double shoulder tackle. And now Mint tagged in. And now Mint taking Ada with a kitchen sink. And big forearm. Oh no. Ada with a kick. Kick to the midsection. What's this? And drops her face first. And now Mint coming out with more fury, but Claire with a forearm. No. Back and forth we go some more. What is this? Hung her up on the top rope. Cover. 2. No. And now big face buster. And now Claire going after Milk. Chop. And now big drop kick. Cover. 1, 2, no. And a big boot by Claire. And now Ada looking to finish it off. Big kick. And that might be it. No. Mint not having any of that. And once again, we go back and forth here. Who is going to win this tag team match? Ada Wong might be looking to finish it. Oh, caught the kick with a punch. And went for the roaring elbow, but got caught. And now drops her face first. And Ada Wong going after Mint on the outside. No! I don't know how the hell Mint kicked out. Or excuse me, Milk kicked out. And now Claire on the outside of the ring. And we still have a main event to go, by the way. Oh! Mint throwing Claire in the ring. I don't think she even knew that Milk was going to dive on her. And now Claire, unbeknownst to Milk, Mint is getting tagged. And Milk, all she can do is stand there and watch. But now she's going to take advantage. There's a head scissor Hurricane Rana pin. 1, 2. No, wait. Claire reversed it. Claire reversed it. 2, 3. It's over. Wow. Look at this. Claire Redfield with the presence of mind to get That reversed into a pin. Milt didn't even see it coming, and that was it. The fans chanting tag team wrestling, and that's exactly what we just got. Tag team wrestling, and Femme Fatality may have punched their ticket to become possibly interim tag team champions. But coming up next is our main event, Tasha Barnett and Amber Stevens one-on-one.
Got the munchies? If you have the cash, come try our stash at Chalupa Cabra, Santo Ileso's favorite monster food truck. We'll hook you up with hit after hit of farm-fresh, locally sourced product and hard-to-find imported delicacies you won't find at those other food trucks. And we cook custom-made designer dishes to order. Chalupa Cabra, monster food for a monster appetite.
Congratulations! You made it through the interview, passed training, and now you're ready for the streets. You'll be keeping a watchful eye after the citizens of Santo Ileso. But don't worry, we've got your back. Prepare to be kitted out with the highest caliber of weaponry that will be perfect for keeping our local community in line and obedient. You won't be alone out there either. With reliable allies by your side, we'll be keeping order together. You'll also be provided with state-of-the-art transport, meaning you'll always be wanting to call shotgun. Plus, with our new top employee program, you've got the chance of being selected as our #1 every single month. Just make sure you're around to receive your award. See you on the streets, newbie.
We have had a hell of a night here in SRW Mayhem, and we are getting set for our main event. Two women who have not competed in SRW before are going to collide here tonight. Tasha Barnett and Amber Stevens. Tasha Barnett, a member of the Barnett wrestling family. But tonight, she's going up against a woman who, just like Tasha, has something to prove. Especially after what happened at Gateway to Heaven, you have to wonder if Amber's even 100%. I doubt she is. But the fact is, Persephone wanted her, and Persephone is going to get her. There she is. Amber Stevens making her SRW debut. And the thing is about Amber, she wants to prove herself. There are people in DCA specifically that still don't trust this woman. The SRW roster's indifferent mostly because they don't know Amber. They don't know her, not much about her history and what she did. So this is more of a clean slate than it is in DCA. SRW is a completely new environment to her. And I think she'll do very well here if she chooses to, if she works hard at it and she earns it. Because nothing's going to get given to her here. Nothing's going to be given freely to her. And I think she knows that. Tasha Barnett is not going to make it easy for Amber here tonight. This is going to be a fight. And now Amber going right after Tasha here in our main event for Mayhem episode 44. Look at the strength of Amber with the gut wrench. And now going for a second consecutive gut wrench, and she nails it. Amber not wasting any time. She understands the importance of this match, especially after what Lynn said earlier tonight when she said that she will take on all comers for the SRW World title. And you know Amber Stevens wants one more world title reign in her career. The only world championship, only world championships that she's ever held is the DCA Wildcats Championship, which she was the first champion. She was the first Call All Stars Women's Champion. She was the Queens of Wrestling Champion, and she is the CCL Women's Champion. She's a 4-time world champion. In terms of DCA, the DCA Wildcats title is the only title, which is the strangest thing. I keep saying it all the time. She is never held. The only title she's held in DCA is the Wildcats title, and that was it. She's not held any other world title in DCA. There's the cover. No. That's why she wanted that Wildcats title so badly at Gateway to Heaven, because she has not held that title in Wildcats since season 1, and she didn't even lose it in a proper fashion. She's never lost any of her titles, to be honest, in a proper fashion, to be fair. And I must correct myself. She's a 5-time champion because she's held the Queens of Wrestling title twice. A 5-time women's champion in her career. And now Amber, look at this. Butterfly into the backbreaker. And as much as we want to say many things about Amber, and many people have different opinions of her, you have to ask, you also have to highlight Tasha Barnett. Big knee. A member of the Danger Zone Academy, a graduate of that school, and a very, very dangerous woman in her own right. She is not a woman to be slept on and not a woman to be overlooked. She has a very bright future, whether it's in SRW, whether it's in DCA, whether it's anywhere in VW. She has a very bright future, and tonight could only make that even more apparent by going in the ring with a champion the caliber of Amber Stevens. And now Tasha coming back, and a big right hand. Cover. 1. No, it's not going to be that easy. Amber can take a punch and give one right back. But Tasha can take it to the best of them. I've seen it in the past in Battle Pro. Big clothesline. And a second one. Ducked underneath. And big drop kick from a woman her size is very impressive. And a big guillotine leg drop. But wait a minute. Amber rolling her up. And now, kind of at a reset here. And now, wait a minute. Out of nowhere, Koji clutch out of nowhere. I don't think Tasha saw that coming. She's got the Koji clutch in, but she's able to escape. One of Amber's signature moves, the Koji clutch, used to great effectiveness in the past, but not on this occasion. Just a 2 count, though. And now Tasha sending Amber back in the ring. That's one thing about Tasha Barnett. She's not going to want to take this to the outside. As much as the Barnett family like to brawl, Tasha's more of a traditional wrestler in the sense that she likes to do her business in the ring and get the job done in the ring. There's the cutter. A staple of the Barnett household. 1, 2, no. Of course, Amber has a cutter of her own, the AMS that she has used in the past to win championship gold. You know she's going to try and pull that out if she can. Cover. 1, 2, no. Again, this is a very important match because of Lynn's words earlier tonight. Fisherman Buster. And now Tasha. But is she going to look for another cutter here? Yes, she might be. Second one. Got it. That's the second cutter, and this time in the middle of the ring. And at 2.5, Amber kicks out again. And Tasha can't believe it. She thought she had it right there. I thought she had it. And now another leg drop. And Tasha is taking it to Amber Stevens. And again, this is what I said earlier. You have to wonder if Amber is even 100%. She just went through a brutal match with Beatrix Decker at Gateway to Heaven. Had holes literally in her back and in her head from that nail board that she got slammed into multiple times. Lost a lot of blood. And now she's back like about 2 weeks later. And I know you're going to say 2 weeks, that's plenty of time. Not really. Not for that kind of damage that she was sustained. But this is a great test for Amber. Heading into that match on Wildcats against Ayumi Otanashi, where the winner will face Megan Van Horn for the Goddess title at Revelations 10. But Tasha Barnett doesn't give a damn about that. Right now, she wants to prove herself on her own right. She's not here to talk about Amber's potential championship aspirations. She's here to talk about her own. And now another guillotine leg drop. And now, gonna get an Irish whip into the ropes, duck down, leapfrog, and there's the Barnett lariat. And now Tasha, Irish whip, duck down, leapfrog, and now dragon suplex. And now Tasha back to her feet, went for the kick, nobody home. And there's a lariat, returning the favor from earlier. Tasha took everything she had in that Barnett lariat, couldn't get the pinfall. And that is why this match is still going. Otherwise, it would have been over. That lariat, taught to her by the lariat god, Jeremy Barnett. That is a lethal maneuver that will take anybody out. And now Amber back in control. And now, Tasha ringing the arm. And now the lariat in the corner. She already got hit with one of those, but it wasn't enough power to keep her down for 3. And Tasha coming right back, continuing the offense, not getting too frustrated at least. There's an elbow. Amber popped right back up, but is still getting that work. German suplex. cover. Not even a count this time. And now Tasha fighting back again. Look at, no. And no, duck down, leapfrog. And Amber tilts a world backbreaker, a staple of Amber Stevens. And now more strikes. Amber now. Irish whip in the corner. And an exploder suplex. Nicely done. And Tasha has made a very great accounting of herself in this matchup. Uh-oh. As you see right there, Tasha coming right back. Dragon screw leg whip. And Tasha, oh, no. I spoke a little too soon. No. Back and forth again. Both women. And now getting hung up on the top rope. And Amber trying to take a moment to recuperate. Up. Right to the midsection. No. And now Tasha gets some shots to the midsection. And more kicks, more strikes. And one to the head takes her down. Again, Amber Stevens trying her best to fight through the pain from Gateway to Heaven. Tasha Barnett looking to prove herself here at SRW. And now sending Amber to the steel steps. And now Tasha, she does not want to win this matchup on the outside. She wants to pin Amber Stevens in the middle of the ring, but now small package. There's two, no. Again, a very important matchup here. Two, no. I mentioned it earlier. That Lynn has been basically said earlier tonight, anyone who wants a shot, come and get a shot. And you know Amber's going to want to take that up on that offer. And now she tried this earlier. There's the Koji clutch again. Can she lock that in properly though? No. Again, Tasha able to get out of it. And now going for a knee. Yes, she hit that earlier. Amber in control, but for how long? How long can she sustain it? That's the question. Because Tasha's not going to make it easy. And now standing on the ponytail and then yanking up on Amber's hair. That can't feel good. And then a knee drop right after the cover. 1, 2, no. Amber sweeps the legs. This has been a highly competitive matchup as expected from these two. But again, with stakes as high as this, an opportunity perhaps potentially to get an SRW title shot in the near future. You're going to fight like hell for it, as now there's another lariat. cover. And that might do it. 2. No. This time she went for the short arm version because she didn't have enough power earlier when she hit that first lariat, that running variation. She couldn't complete the pinfall because she took so much out of herself. So this time she just went for the short arm version, only got a 2 count though. And now Tasha with the stunner on the ropes. And then a splash out of the ring. And Amber is hurting right now. But again, this Amber being hurt shouldn't surprise anyone if they saw Gateway to Heaven and the war she went through with Beatrix Decker. It should not come as any surprise that Amber's hurt right now. And now into the barricade. And now into the barricade again. And then a boot to the face. Counts up to 7. And Tasha sending Amber back inside the ring. Again, like I said, I don't think she wants to win this match with a count out. She wants to pin Amber in the middle of the ring. She wants to prove that she can be a top draw. And by beating Amber Stevens, you'll do just that. Whether you like Amber or you don't, it really doesn't matter at this point. What matters is Tasha Barnett wants to prove that she can hang with the best of them. And I think she's done a very admirable job of that in this matchup. I think she's proven to me, and I think she's proven to a lot of people, that she is a future champion here. Now, reverse DDT, but that took everything out of Amber. Amber trying to get up to her feet. And now, what's she lining up for? Oh no, we saw this before. I don't think she has a name. No, never mind. I was going to say she was going for that maneuver she hit at Gateway to Heaven that she's put her opponents away with recently. She doesn't I don't think she has a name for it yet. But nonetheless, she couldn't get it. There's a lariat of Amber's own right there. If she had hit that, it would have been over. But Tasha wasn't going to let that happen. And now just punching her right in the midsection. And now Amber going up top. And usually she goes up top for the... Oh! Double axe handle. She usually goes up top for the elbow from Heaven, but Tasha got up before she had a chance to. And now slinging her. And Tasha's in trouble now. And I think she knows it. Oh, right hand. That's why she's fighting back so hard. And another slingshot into the ropes. And once again, Amber goes to the outside. Right hand. And now Tasha's into the steel steps. Little payback from earlier. Counts up to 2 now. And you know, if these women had no rules, they'd be fighting all over the place right now, but that's not how this is going to go. Cover. Will those shots into the steps make a difference? No, it won't. Kicks to the midsection. Now choking her in the corner. Up top. Elbow from heaven. Got it. And now, exploder in the corner. One, two, no. This has been as hard-hitting of a match as we expected it to be. And now again, the Koji clutch. She's got it locked in this time. But again, Tasha able to escape, but just barely. Amber from behind, shot to the back. Irish whip. No, Tasha able to reverse it. And oh my God, what a kick. What a wheel kick. Oh, but missed the knee in the corner. And now, oh, what a slap. I don't think that was out of disrespect. I think that was just a... I highly doubt it was out of disrespect. That's for sure. Pile driver. That might be it. Dropped her right on her neck with the pile driver. No. And as much as Amber doesn't want people to bring it up, or at least she doesn't want people to think that she can't take it, Amber has had a history of neck issues, especially considering she's hit with 3 of those all night. No! Amber has got to be careful now, because now her neck is compromised and she will take... Oh, went for the lariat. If she got hit with that lariat, it would have been over. Guarantee it. And Amber has to be aware of that. There's one of her own. Amber has got to be aware of that Barnett family lariat. Taught to Tasha by Jeremy Barnett, the lariat. Go! That is as lethal a lariat as you will ever find in this business. Wait a minute. DDT spiked her on the top of her head. And Amber is not in the right frame of mind right now. She's getting stomped out in the corner. And Tasha is in control. Went for the knee, nobody home. And there's the Barnett lariat. Oh, but the rope. She had her foot underneath the rope, and that was the only thing that saved her. That was the only thing that saved Amber right there, was that foot underneath the bottom rope. There's a knee. You can see the welts, the bruising all over Amber right now. The only reason you can't see bruising on Tasha is because she's got that outfit on. But nonetheless, Amber is in trouble right now. And what a heel all the way across the ring. Uh-oh. No. Amber reversing. And now, oh, what's this? Amber drops her on the back of her head. And now, big splash. And I mean a big one. But, oh no. What's Amber thinking? Going back up to the top. And now another one. That's the second splash, trying to drive all the air out of Tasha, I assume. And now what's Amber thinking here? And now, superplex, the most dangerous, most overused move in all of virtual wrestling. But Amber still in trouble because Tasha now has got her up on top. Right hand. And went for another one, kicked away. Kicked to the midsection. What's Amber thinking here? Amber dropping her down. Shades of Zack Stone. And now here we go. The true elbow from heaven. She got all of it. And now Amber, could she finish it here? Here we go. She tried to hit this earlier and connects. The cover. 1, 2, and Tasha kicks out. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Is she going to go for it again? No, Tasha with the counter. Tasha with the counter and only a 2. And we continue, folks. And you got to know that Lynn is watching this match very closely. And now Tasha lining Amber up for something. Right hand blocked. Kick avoided. Uh-oh. Off the ropes. No! Amber countered. I thought she was going for that Barnett lariat. But she was not having any of it. Right hand, no. Countered. Tasha now. And now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God, head scissors. And you know Malik Brown has got to be smiling watching one of his students in Tasha Barnett doing this well against a former 5-time women's champion. That is nothing to scoff at. Amber with a throw. And now takes her down and a knee right to the side of the head. And another big splash. Cover. 1, 2, no. Who is going to win this thing? I have no idea right now. It could honestly go either way at this point. Oh, what a right hand. And it kicks in. Uh-oh. Oh, no. There's another cutter by Tasha. And Tasha, she wants to finish this once and for all. Big right hand. Amber can barely stand up right now, and Tasha is going to keep wailing away on Amber until she can't get up anymore. But now Amber coming back with strikes of her own, and a head kick takes Tasha off her feet. And now rolling to the floor, but Amber right after her. I said this was going to be a hard-hitting main event, and it has lived up to all those expectations and then some. And now Amber, is she going to finish her off here? Kick to the midsection. She's got her up. And drives her down. Will that do it? Arm over. That's all she can do. 2, 3. What a fight. But Amber Stevens earned that win. Look at this. You want to talk about earning a victory? That's exactly what happened. And Amber Stevens might have earned herself one step closer toward the SRW World title. What a fight this was. And now Amber looking back at Tasha. Give it up to Tasha Barnett too. She gave it everything she had. She fought her heart out tonight. And look at this. A show of respect from Amber. Sharing some words, probably words of encouragement to Tasha. Because these two beat the hell out of each other. And I think Amber has a more respect for Tasha now than she did before she came into this ring with her tonight. And we're going to see a lot more of Tasha here in SRW in the future. That's all the time we have. We'll see you next time, folks.